Hello, you. Welcome to Geekism. My button disappeared that changes from that screen to this screen. Yeah, I had to just minimize the program and bring it back up again. I was sitting here going, why can't people see me do the things? Hello, I hope you're well. Let me just check you can all hear me and stuffs and things. I think the timer was a bit premature. No, it wasn't, Nick. I was sat here ready. I'd got my tea. Ivan Pause, hope you're well. I was ready, but then the button that was all the buttons at the bottom that let me move between screens disappeared. And I was like, wait, I need those buttons. How are we, folks? Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. Hope you've had a great week. Hey, Moomin Little Socks. Mineral. Oh, all the cool kids are here. We're actually in Uzuri today. The reason why I have been doing quite a bit in Pinewood this week, but I'm sort of right in the middle of the rapids, and I'm like, I don't really want to show everything that I've done for what will become next video, and I don't want to sort of have to work somewhere else in Pinewood and just kind of keep that out of the way. So I thought we'd jump into Uzuri for a bit instead, and just do a little bit of detailing. So there's a lot of green triangles, there's a lot of path edging and all that kind of stuff, and I just thought we could make a start on that whilst we have a chat and see how everyone's week's been. So yeah, hope you're good. I hope you're well. I hope you've been enjoying this incredible Planko Renaissance. JLW Games, hello. How's it going? Yeah, like I said in the last Uzuri video, which you haven't watched, you should go and watch. It's a great, fun episode of me and Mass just shooting the shite, to be honest. But we got some good, cool stuff. Look, I love it. Do you know what my favourite thing about live chat is when all the chat are amazed at the other people that are in the chat. That that always really impresses me, that there are cool kids in the chat and they're noticing each other and being like, hey, I think you're cool. 100 subs, yes, we hit it again. Very grateful for all the support, which is awesome. Onwards and upwards to whatever number Planko 2 gets us to, I suppose. Welcome back. Thank you. I mean, I've been back for a good few months now, but thank you. Curious, did you make any recent PC upgrades? No, I haven't actually. This build is the one that is. There's a lot. If you look for PC build vlog on the channel from a few years ago, it's still that one, and it's still absolutely crushing it. It needs a clean, which is something I want to do. I'm always really scared about cleaning the computer though, physically, because I always worry that I'm going to unplug everything, open it all up, dust it all out, plug it back in, and then for some reason it just doesn't work. I don't know why, but that's something I always genuinely fear. Hey Kimmy, this is great. Something lovely to watch. Or trying to make mango chutney for the first time. Ooh, I love a bit of mango chutney for some poppadoms. Oh yeah, poppadoms, mango chutney, some mint sauce, and that I don't know, it's just onion, isn't it? Whatever they call that. The little chopped up onion. That's the trifecta. Well, it's four things actually, isn't it? It's the quadfecta. Did I just make up a word? Mango, mint, onion, and the spicy pickle as well. There's the ones you know what I'm talking about. British people will know what I'm talking about. The thing they put down in front of you when you go for an Indian, there's those four little things and poppadoms. That's not a thing over here in Canada, but all of those condiments, all of those whatever they call them, accoutrements, exist here. So like they are all on the menu as like sides and sauces, but they don't. But it's not just a here's the things you get when you sit in an Indian. Hello, welcome to the Indian. You know what I mean? It's not ready to know. No, it's much thinner than that. It's like a thin mint sauce. But they're all a thing. They just don't. They don't put down the little carousel. So you can get it. I can get it, but I have to custom order it. I sit down and I'm like, right, before you go anywhere, I need a Cobra, and I need the little pot of the mint sauce, and a little pot of the chutney, and a little pot of the spicy thing, and a little pot of the onions, and 8 poppadoms. And I need them here really quick. So I can do it. I just have to, and then whoever I'm with, I have to then explain that, though, this is just how it's done in the UK, and I'm very particular about my curry. Yeah, it's the only option. I know, right? It's too much work to sit and order it all individually. No, so it does exist. I just have to. It's manual. It's not an automatic thing. It's a manual thing. Hey, Linda, how's it going? Okay, so we're here. We're actually looking through a. I forgot all about this. I saw one. I saw one floating in someone's video the other day, and I was like, "Oh, the security camera floated," and then it reminded me, "Oh, that's because you use them for screenshots because you can do the Tegid cam zoom with them." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember that now." So this is put down for a few of the for the screenshots of the stuff I was working on in mass. And now we're not trying to do sexy screenshots. We'll not make it 2:35, which I think is like the golden hour time for me. We'll make it. Oops, sorry. We'll set the lighting to 2:35. There we go. So we can actually see what's going on. All right. So we've got our not true north here. This area is relatively boxed in. Kind of happy with that. And in fact, I might not even do much here. Like this is probably going to be next episode because Masty's he's super on it with Conifer at the moment, and he's happy to at some point perhaps take Uzuri back and do something, but right now he really wants to get Conifer boxed off, which is absolutely fine. I kind of flung this upon him, to be honest with you. I was like, I want to work in Uzuri, is that okay? And if I do, I'll need you to come onto the video. And he's like, yeah, it's fine. So I kind of flung it upon him, and we're gonna not expecting him to do anything, but so this is basically what I'll do next episode, I think. So until then, we're actually going to come down here, and we're just going to go and start doing some green triangle work, basically. Just stopping in for a few seconds into what looks like a perfectly curated screenshot. How do I get normal people to understand how impressive this game is? All right. Well, you won't because they're normal. That's the problem there. All right. So I'm pretty sure I don't want to step out this way because it looks like Master's got something going on here that I'm happy to let him sort of continue with. This, okay, let's just start here then. This is Backstage. So, boop. This becomes tarmac. I think I lost the tarmac paint for some reason. All of the stuff that was tarmac wasn't, and vice versa. So this is definitely a Backstage spot. This probably needs to be a gate here. Oh, it is. Is that a gate? That's a hefty gate with a... Oh. Yeah, that's a gate there. Well, I don't think I put that in. I think Mass might have put that in. But... Go on, have a think about it. That... Turning it around like that and making it less ostentatious is not Uzuri. Uzuri is... We have the big gate. Yes. Now, if we pull that through, is it going to go that way too much? Yeah, I was going to say, do we try and do this with it and make it look... But then we have to fill in that area. I mean, we can fill in that area. Oh, something awful's happened here. There were, like, thingies here. So we can't... We already have lockers, don't we? There's storage over there. I mean, we could just put more in. Or we could just make these doors... Do we make those doors for something? I want to try and box all these areas off that just look a little unfinished, you know? And I think this is how we start doing this sort of stuff. Okay, let's knock that back a little. Oh, hey, Mast. Make them doors with signs that say first aid and guest services. Yes. Wasn't that the original plan? Also, hi. Hi. Yeah. Do you want to jump on? Do a bit? Yes, first aid and guest services is a great idea. We'll do that. Just going to try and box in some of these little areas, the not so fun stuff, you know. And but I think it's perfectly acceptable to have these big gates in Azori. And we will also clean that up there in a moment as well. Okay, nope, got D&D's plan. Yeah, new campaign beginning, right? Now, do we just steal the doors from here? Like I've always quite liked this window and door setup here. So I might just steal this. Much more of that building came with me then. I might just steal this and then close the doors, basically. Because it all ties it together. And it's the work done for us. Yeah, there we go. That's good. And then we'll just need a little bit of planking to fix it in, I imagine. There we go. Yeah, John was telling me the other day that he is working on a new D&D campaign, which means no more Planet Coaster from John. That's it now. He's shifting completely away from it. Do we just... Yeah, let's just go, like, to the arch. That is fine. That is fine. And then we'll close the doors. Let's leave that one ajar. I've been playing on and off since 2019, not new, just since the old one. Oh, okay. Plan to finish it this go around. Nice. Always impressive when we can get a campaign finished. Okay. Let's neaten that up there. Whoops. All right. Let's come in here then. Nice wooden beam. All this finishing up stuff makes me want to go and try and continue St. Reginald's Zoo. Let's finish things going on. Yeah, it's awesome. It's for me, it's just that. It's like, well, I'm enjoying playing, and like obviously, you know, Planco 2 coming along has really sort of pushed me to jump back in again. But I couldn't think of starting something new in the game now. You know, that would be crazy. There is a nice, like, big flat wooden... Is it that one I'm thinking of? Yeah, look at that. There we go. We could just literally just throw that there. And let's go to all signs. But yeah, so I couldn't think of starting anything new. But I love the idea of, like, let's just box some stuff off, you know. Yeah, that'd be so crazy. Well, you know, you're a bit of a machine though, Mineral Light. You, James, the 2 videos you put out of James, I keep wanting to say Jamestown. The 2 episodes you've put out of Steve Town would have been 15 Geekism episodes. Like it's crazy how much stuff you put into one episode. And that's not even because I try and think a bit more like YouTubing. It's just because after like 6 or 7 hours in the game of building, I'm like, right, that's enough. Let's show everyone, and then showing people gives me another little push. Hey, Steve. One thing I hope Planco 2 has is snapping tools. Then, like, if you were lining up the doors and windows, a snap to the wall would have saved so much time. Oh no. Am I about to blow your mind, Steve, that there is snapping tools, just nobody ever uses them? Yeah, you hold down F and stuff snaps to walls. Just finished one Planet Coaster project. Countless abandons. It feels really good. Yeah, right? Hey, John T. So I raise a ruin my evening by starting a blank sandbox park. Wondering where on earth do I start to keep the elements flowing together. Don't do it. Finish something you've already started. F in the chat. Literally, yeah. Good to see you so active again, dude. Looking forward to Meanderville. Oh, me too, Chris. How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Yes, I'm excited too. I've been doing lots of planning. There'll be a video at some point soon that sort of shows off all of the themes and planning and stuff. On this episode of Steve 10, I built 30% of the box. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, it's just insane, man. Okay, I'm on my phone. I want to get some Swahili words.
Huduma za wageni.
There we go. That's guest services. I don't know whether we'll even fit that on the sign, to be honest. We're going to do that in little and then bigger in what it actually is. Huduma za wageni. There we go. I mean, actually, that font's probably not the right font, is it? Is it Paras? Ah, yeah, boy. And then we can put that on there. Oh, we found one of the actually textured pieces for once. All right, wish me luck. Oh, he's a pro. Oh, jeez. There we go. Okay. I was supposed to sound pretty. You got there. Not for everything. It snaps to the center, so it's still not super useful. Hence why nobody used it. Yeah. Yeah. No, it doesn't. Like if you've got something on an angle, there's no way to like put this back on the same Z as the wall. No, there's nothing like that. That would be kind of neat, actually. You wouldn't use it all the time, but Jesus Christ, these things are so big. You wouldn't use it all the time, but you would use it enough to warrant it. Now, this is textured, right? Or is it not? Yeah, no, it is. Okay, so that one's no good. Which is the best one for this kind of thing? Probably this one, eh? Yeah, I bet it's this one. Okay. Oh, it's huge. Okay. Well. Yeah. Okay. That's a weird noise. There's really weird noises in my apartment. Come on, you. We can do this. We can do this. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. It just has a really big white border around it. No, this isn't right. This is not the right sign to do this with. Do we try? Where's the other useful one? This one. Purple one. This one? Is that purple? Purple. This one. Beautiful. Nice. There we go. I really want Heikosa just to make a replica of Harry Potter World. I'm not sure if that's possible. You could 100%. Yeah, there's 100% there'll be people who've done it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolute. That'd be classic. Oh, shite. Needs to be that one. Or we need to flip the windows around. We can do that as well. Oh, do you remember when I was like, well, yeah, it's just some quick stuff. We're just going to do some little quick bits today. Is that okay? These have to come down a bit now. Now we can sink that in. Come on, you. There we go. That's like guest services. This is not pain, Messiah. I'm enjoying myself. Look. Oh, thanks, Pizza Captain. I'm sure Korea's cool. Oh, these are see-through. We're going to have to throw something behind them. Jeez. Thorpe Park blacking out on Hyperia. Is it crazy? This is fun. Yes. We're enjoying ourselves. This is us enjoying ourselves. I can just put an art shape behind that, can't I? This is not the sort of area that needs more than that. It's going to be a very dark room. Very intense. Yeah, it looks it. It's probably not for me. Like I've said this before on a few videos recently. When I did Velocicoaster at Orlando last year at Universal, and I was like, oh, I'm old now. Cool. What did we say the other one was going to be? Guest services and what? First aid. Yeah, that's it. Whoop! Look at that. Now we just need to go in. Need to close the door so that they just look a little different. Good enough. Let's do some Swahili again. What? That sounds Swahili to me. That was Dutch, but okay. We'll write it in. Cool. The guest series is slightly hidden. Reminds me of why Towers coloured the O of containment unit in Nemesis, because at some angles the track blocks out the top of the O, making it a rather rude word. Yeah, nice. I always hate games like this. In my mind, I know exactly what I want to build. I want it to look. We never get anywhere near the ideas. Help. I just keep doing it, I guess. I don't know. It's tricky. It's a lot of like... It is a lot of time and patience and effort. The biggest thing I can suggest, honestly, the thing that helps me the most is watch other people. Because you'll see them do something and go, oh, I see. You can use that piece like this, or that you can do that. And I think that really helps, both with inspiration, but also just like technical ability of the game. Uzuri's back. Yeah, we put an episode out yesterday. So now we're back in just sort of cleaning up some areas. That is fine. Very happy with that. Depending on what the path does here, an ATM here wouldn't go amiss, but I bet it doesn't work. These are all ATMs? Oh, we're on. Okay. A defib? Yeah. Sure. You got one? There's one. Oh my god, that has to go on a wall? Why on earth did that thing have to go on a wall? That must have been something in the game that they could do. That's crazy. That kind of looks like one, though. Do I just get to put this down? If I get to put this down here, I'll be really happy. Nice. Cool. I can't watch others in Planko because that was better than me and I get deflated. You say no, not better than you? That's how you get better. Honestly, watching other people who are better than you, and if you want to then strive to be better, is what makes you better. That's how you get good at stuff, through spite. Yes, Bro Nation Discord is great. You see a lot of great stuff there, not only for inspiration, but again, just asking for advice. I went in the other day, and I was like, I need a piece that I can make stepping stones with, and within 20 seconds, somebody was like, oh, temple earpieces. And they were right. And here they are. They're a bit of a tripping hazard because of, you know. But, yeah, here they are. And they look perfect. And they look exactly what I want them to do. And that was a suggestion rather than me sitting and going through everything. That came from Bro Nation. And it's a great idea as well. Download workshop items that you think are amazing and then blow them up and see how they're built. That's a really good idea, yeah. Find a picture of what you want and make it. Absolutely. We do that a lot. All of these buildings are replicas of buildings in real life. Both of these, this, I think this. These are all Islands of Venture, Port of Entry buildings. And then the joiny bits are a bit more original, but I think you can see which ones are built from reference images and which ones aren't. Like this one wasn't. This was something I threw together myself. And this looks very much more Planko than this does. So, like, there are people whose job it is to design this sort of stuff. There are people who are experts in this field. Copy them. It's cool. We're just playing a video game. All right. That's neat. Happy with that. Okay, that's a tick. I'm not necessarily snagging today, but I'm just going to sort of scooch around and find stuff. This was going to be like a weird thing. We don't need to be that to be a thing. Oh, it was maybe covering up the floor there that was a bit off. Okay, maybe we'll make it a thing. Total white looks a little bit like it's an unfinished Theme Maker's Toolkit thing. Let's put a slight grey into it. Last 2 hours just blatantly copied a creator's work. I didn't post it or anything, but it was great practice. Yeah. I always struggle to make builds interesting. Then make NNPL. Using thousands of reference shots really taught me the value of using them to help with a build. Absolutely. Well, there, I mean, you got with No Name Parklandia, you had the bonus, I suppose, of having not only reference shots, like you could just go in and look around, right? Because I'm assuming you had Bronation to look around, you know? I do have my own Discord. That's mostly just for sort of advertising videos and stuff, though. I would like it to become a little bit more busier and what have you, but it isn't particularly active. Bronation, if you're looking for specifically for Planko stuff, and there's a really good Planet Zoo group there as well, I would look at that, definitely. So what this was going to be, oh, look at that. It was a biohazard sign that I just made all black. What does the side of it look like? You're the same, okay. Also doesn't have rotational symmetry, that's strange. This was going to be, when I was in Florida, not this last time, but the time before, the Zika virus was a big thing. So there was bug spray everywhere as you went into the parks. And I always just thought it was like a neat thing that you were like, yeah, can we get you bug spray? I don't quite know how I'm going to replicate it. Maybe we just... Oh, that's so big! Oh, we can just set it to off as well, can't we? Stationary, that turns them off. Bauble tops, yeah, let's have a look at some baubles. I love how Planko has got North Americans saying bauble. Don't you mean ornament? Hey guys, let's see Uzuri back. Thanks, Amanda. Hey, Basic Builder. Good morning, Nick. Hey, everybody. Looks like YouTube just threw it out to a bunch of people. That's cool. Okay, which of these? Yeah, that one's pretty good. It's just the same one, but bigger. It's the one we use for like ketchup and mustard, right? Mm-hmm. And there's a big dispenser of the stuff. Cool. I mean, Bast, if you want, you can delete that. I don't care. It's just a nice little memory for me. There we go. What the Nth American, North Americans call bauble? Ornaments. Yeah. Christmas ornaments, tree ornaments. Little first aid box thing. Sure, it actually was like, it was just a big, huge dispenser of, you know, like that's kind of what I was going for. It's a little big, but it's fine. It's just something that I wanted as you walked in. It was just a little nod to a trip here a while ago. I say here, the parks that this place is based on. New sword drops in a little over an hour. Oh my words! I got to finish the live stream quick. Okay, I think all this is fine. All this is fine. This is all good. Okay. So one thing I noticed, I actually bought a thing up. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Was this it? It's going to be a little risky. Here we go. Okay. Walkthrough of Animal Kingdom. We get an ad, of course. Jesus. Just give me a sec. It's just you can avert your eyes. I don't get money for this one. Okay, walk through Animal Kingdom. I think one night. I think I've got an overnight shift. Something to watch while you're waiting for calls. There you go. Okay. Plants everywhere. Like, so much more planting. I mean, this is an indoor building, to be fair, but in a moment he'll step outside. An indoor building as opposed to outdoor buildings, you know. This is new Animal Kingdom. It might be. I don't know. Hey, Amanda, thank you. I think it's Rafiki's Watch. If you went up to Rafiki's Watch, I think it's that area. But, like, look at how heavy the foliage is here. This is something I wanted to point out, because I think me and Mass both have a habit of, like, green triangle? Cool. It gets a bush. But no, it doesn't. All of the planters across the park are heavy foliage. Like, heavy. Like, look, even on the other side over here, look, there's just ferns and palms and succulents everywhere. Yeah, so that's one thing I want to do. I was watching through this. It's like 3 hours long. It's great. This is the exact sort of thing I want to see when I look for park inspiration. Like, don't shut up. Stop doing this with your face. I know I've had a habit of doing that before, but this is perfect. It's just like, yeah, nice slow walk through. You get to see all the little nuances, all the little things. This is great, by the way. If you're looking for a good bit of inspiration, but look at that. Even just here, like on the side of the rapids, there's just plants everywhere. And gardens is in the name. The place is called Uzuri Gardens. We need to much more heavily foliage all of the bits and bobs. Look at this locker building. Ugh. Plants are boring to me. Yeah, it's much easier in zoo because there's so many more options. Oh my god, look at the wall there. Oh, it's beautiful. It's fine to have paths. Yeah, they do got a lot of paths that just move through. I mean, even here, look, there's these little, like, manhole covers with a bit of water squirting out of them, right? Like, how fun is that? A kid can run over and look at this. This is, oh my god, it's beautiful. I'm hoping with scaling and what have you, Joe Road talks about all these broken walls and general approach to scene design in Animal Kingdom. Oh, really? In the Imagineers, is that? Or the Imagineering story or something? I did watch that. I'll be honest with you, I spent most of that documentary in tears. So I need to go back with a maybe more clinical mind and pull things away from it. But this is just, if we can, like, this is all of the people that you watch that you like in Planco. And like I said in the Uzuri video, I consider myself very honored to have been accepted into this sort of like heavy realism group. And I feel like I'm still absolute an amateur when it comes to this sort of stuff. When I see people like Mineral and Iben, and if you go and look at like Jour's recent dark ride he put out, El Dorado dark ride, it's insane. Like, this is what we're trying to do, in my opinion. Like, if you're going for a higher themed area, obviously we build generic a lot, but like, if I could replicate this in Planet Coaster, I could die happy. Like, this is beautiful because it's a couple of words that I'm getting a bit obsessed with. It's purposeful and it's grounded, you know? Like, it just sits and it doesn't look real. I will say that. This does not look like a real ruins. I have been to many ruins across the UK and across Europe, and they don't look like that. Eben, by the way. Hi, Ben. Sorry, Eben. I only ever seen it written down, really. Like, it doesn't look real, right? But it's slightly heightened, but it's just so meaningful and purposeful. It's just perfect. This is exactly the sort of thing that I try and do in Planco. it's difficult to do in Planco because everything in Planco is so clean and big. Let's be honest, it's all huge. Hopefully scaling helps that in Planco too. But the problem I find with trying to do this in Planco is that everything's big, you know? Everything's clean. Sorry, it's all new. They want you to do like Disney, but I think what they need to remember is that there is a lot of this stuff. This style of theming is very common across theme parks, and it's all a little grungy. It's not really dirt; it's paint, but it's that style of sort of weathering. That's the point. It's very difficult to do weathering in Planco, not as in weather cycles, but to make something look weathered is very difficult to do in Planco. I'm hoping that comes a little easy with scaling, and maybe we get like more decals and things. Yeah. You get them in other places. Yeah, you get them all over the place in North America. Not necessarily like this where it's a manhole cover, but yeah, splash pads are all over the place for kids, yeah. Anyway, this is beautiful. I love the fact that it's just a little room with a fountain in it. But it's just so much attention to detail. Look at the sign on the wall there. But look, see how the sign has got like watermarks down it and it's torn a little. Like all that sort of stuff is very, very difficult to do in Planco. That's what I really hope to see. The idea was to make the park seem like it was succumbing to the forces of nature. Absolutely. Oh, look at that shutter on the back there. Makes no sense. It's a thick wall with nothing on the other side. Why is there a shutter there? I don't know. I love it though. Decals, yeah, decals are great. Well, I see lots of decals in the game, or allowing us to put them into with like a TNT-K system or whatever. But anyway, the reason I wanted to show you this little clip was it just the foliage, just how much foliage there is, which I think is something we've not quite done in Uzuri, and we need to go and have a look at doing. Really amazing. What his reasoning is. Oh, please, like, tag me in it, like, or like share the link or something. I would really like to see that. Yeah, the guy's amazing. Like, the guy is absolutely amazing. Joe, what a legend. Virgin Galactic, is that where he went? Really? Just weird. I felt like he probably. It seems like it seems like he was becoming a little stifled at Disney, to be honest. Not, but like. What's he doing at Virgin Atlantic? Oh, there's another ad. I suppose that's ad Q. All right. Ever since Planco 2 was announced, I've been noticing how much I've wanted object scaling. Definitely be a game changer. Yeah, absolutely. So let's come right back to foliage. So this is okay. This is pretty good here. This is nice and relatively heavy. We're leaving this open because there's probably going to be a sign here. So I don't mind that too much, but all of this is okay. This is nice and heavily planted. This is fine. It's obviously a nice, pretty garden area, so that's cool. Here we have a few more things going on. That's fine. Yeah, this is all good. Okay, so here is where it starts. This isn't terrible, to be honest, because we do have a bit of theming in here, but I still think it needs more. So let's come in. I tell you what, it needs these kind of things. I mean, I know they're huge and ridiculous. Like, that's the smallest one, I think. But, like, it's kind of how it goes, you know? Probably making him a Husi bag. I mean, yeah, but, like, I don't know. He doesn't seem like the guy who'd care, you know? Like, I'm probably projecting a little on him and kind of setting him up on this pedestal. At the end of the day, everyone's got to make bank, but... Like, I don't know. It comes across to me like the sort of guy who's like, as long as he's got enough to live, it doesn't really matter. And you know, the creativeness is where his joy is really coming from. But who am I to say? Hey, Smedley. It's not a guy called Smedley. It's called The Roads Less Traveled. It's like 5 videos, 5 minutes. I'll link them in Brown Nation. Yeah, please do. That'd be awesome. And that one's maybe a little ridiculous, but it is what it is. And then I think we just, I mean, we've got the tree there, so we don't want to cover the tree line too much, but I do feel like this needs a bit of height. Maybe not the date palm, which is the squidgier palms we have. Are they date palm? Oh, here, yeah, fern palms. Oh no, that wasn't what I'm thinking of. What's the? Maybe it is those ones then. Oh yeah, there we go. It's just a fartier one. Cool. I mean, that doesn't affect sightlines at all because there's already all stuff there. All right, cool. And then, yeah, the ruins being a bit more hidden as well is fun, right? Okay. Nice. Okay, so this is obviously a scene, so we don't really want to necessarily just cover all of this up with foliage, of course, but I still think it needs a little bit more of these kind of things, just sort of boxing it out a little. Just kind of tying the space together a bit more. I don't know whether it would have cacti necessarily. Can you hear gunshot? Uzuri shall shout. Thank you. Chutney turned out lovely, and who knew cats like mango? Oh, there you go. That was pretty quick. I thought chutney would be like a day-long effort. Like, I'm starting on the chutney. Leave me alone. I'm in this till the bitter end. Okay. Nice. All this is good. Master's done a good job of keeping this nice and full. I think it could probably go a little bit more. Oh, it's her. She's got a gun. Look, yeah. They're gonna the royal family's here today. They're gonna come and see. Yeah, get off your phone. Hey. Bamboo. Always more bamboo. A bamboo. Yeah, then you're right. Where is the bamboo? Is that under trees? Bamboo hedge. Oh, jeez. Look at that. The one that's a little shorter to play with. There we go. Yeah, all along here I think we can get away with bamboo along the back. Just to kind of affect the line a little. Happy for this to come into brick though, like, because the rock work is the joy there really. So fine with that. The good thing with the bamboo is I feel like it can come down to the water line and not have too much of a problem. I actually downloaded a couple of water. Is that one? Yeah, look at these. Oh. Will there be a bigger plant selection in PC2? I mean, as Matt says, God, I hope so. But yes, like the video we saw shows off tons more than there already was. So I'm not too worried there. Not long there before we see some more. It's Wednesday, right? Wednesday we get to see a bit more going on. Exciting stuff. I go back to work on Wednesday. Boo! I put the day off for it. The mango would go splat. Definitely the rest of the day before eating. Let it rest for a day. Yeah, let it sort of marinate. Do you think the third host will give us a look at the same video creator saw? Oh my god, I hope not. I feel that would be a real miss, to be honest. One, because I'm incredibly selfish and I want to see more stuff. Two, it like we've all told you about it. Like, yes, you haven't actually seen it, but people have, in great detail, described that video now in numerous videos. I did one, and then a little 7-minute, here's a few things we missed from other stuff that's been put out. But there are other people who've done 10 videos on that video that we saw. There are people who are making videos about made up things now because they're so desperate for videos. Like, we have seen, you have seen, like, if that's all they show, it'll feel like you've seen nothing because one, that just creators have just covered it so much and we have described in great detail. Man, there are some people who have like replicated what we saw in that video in PC1. But also it was very much a industry tech demo. Like, we get to see a lot of these. If you're a bigger YouTuber, people, you know, you go to a lot of these, and it's a very different presentation. What is shown to punters, what is shown to players, and what is shown to media, because media gets shown in a way where it's like, here's the tool that you are going to use to create content, or here are the core points that you are going to write an article about, which is very different to here is the game you are going to play, if that makes sense. So we didn't actually see much like gameplay. They showed us what you can do, but it, like, for instance, they mentioned like, there is a new plaza tool. It can make plazas like this, but they didn't show us putting down path. Now, so that's the sort of thing I would expect to see on Wednesday. It's more show than tell, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. First Buc-ee's. What should I try there? Beaver nuggets. Brisket sandwiches. There you go. It's like Elon Musk fans. What is? Can't take first day of the year off. No, that's fair. Yeah. Buc-ee's. Oh, Buc-ee's spelled like that. I understand now. Yes, the big gas station, right? Like, it's just a big gas station. I wonder how different the UI will look from Planko. Well, not very. Look very similar, to be honest. Yeah. These were pretty much the same. Yeah. All right. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we could sit and do this all the way around here. I'm not going to do that today. I don't feel in the mood. I want to try and box in some of these. So anywhere I see just like nothing, there needs to not be nothing, and there needs to be something. Boom. That's too small. Boom. That's too small. Yeah! Big plants. That's cool. I love how that just comes right over the path and is really aggressive. There we go. Philippus 2 coverage. Oh, right. Okay, sure. I hope PC changes the way paths are textures. You don't have wooden paths striped weirdly anymore. Yeah, who knows? Better organization of the items. Feels random what building versus scenery is, and if I remember, I think Zoo did it better. Yeah, so Zoo, Panko 2 is the same as Zoo in as much as there is just a scenery tab, and that scenery tab is then broken into buildings and stuff. There's no scenery / building. That doesn't exist in Planko 2. Or at least the build I saw of it doesn't. Story-driven tutorial, much like Pioneer Zoo. I really enjoyed that. Sure, wasn't really my cup of tea, but that's cool for people who dig it. Yeah. Ah, never use that. That's cute, eh? That's a shame. That's kind of cute. You could cover that, actually, and it would be quite a good generic bin. It's one of the ones you just never look at, right? Barrel bin. Adventure bin is probably a bit too... Actually, that's not terrible. We just need one over here. People constantly throw trash by this poor girl. Actually, don't hate that. And then this area can take the western ones, definitely. Anyone else? Time Frontier will be streaming the gameplay on Wednesday. I believe it to be 3 o'clock British. Does that sound right? Do you think we'll add breakdowns where the rides stop on the lift hill? Would be cool if guests did not leave the queue, and then if not, fix a few minutes. Yeah, that whole system was pretty light, wasn't it? In the first game, it'd be cool to see that all fleshed out a bit. These are cool. Are these in the game, or is these a TMTK piece? These look great. I'ma put them everywhere. I understand that there's plants in here. I'm sorry. I'm just going to abuse it. We just need more. All right. 6:30 British? 6 British? 6 British. There we go. So that's 1 for me. Nice. That thing is so huge. Nope. 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 The East Coast, that would be 8. No, other way. There's like gameplay pictures are live. There we go. Thanks, Jordan. For Uzuri Gardens, what do you think the most challenging thing is that you've had to do when it comes to a park with a larger budget? That's a really good question. I suppose for me personally, it's been that like to remember that I have a higher budget, because pretty much everything else I've done hasn't. So even things like this, just missing the fact that you need a lot of plants around here, and putting them down, it's like, oh, this costs a fortune to keep on top of. This would, but like, this is what happens, You're going to stream after the gameplay? No, I'm probably going to be getting a video ready as soon as it's done. Unless it is just the same. If it's literally just the same stuff of what I was already sown, then yeah, I might just do a live stream and be like, "Yep, seen all this. What do you think?" If it's new stuff, I'll be working on a video ASAP. Yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern. That's the same for me. That's where I am. Let's just... Oh, that's autumn. We don't want autumn. We want normal. Oh, jeez, that's so big. Yeah, I just want to cheat some foliage into here is all. That's too much to ask. Nice. Is there a show-topping feature yet to be announced you'd like to see? What would I really love to see? I don't know, really. I like... No, I just want the game to be solid. Like, it's just Lego for me. Like, I just... Like, the gameplay features don't fuss me that much. Cheers, Johnny. Welcome back. Like, the gameplay stuff is, like, fine. No, for me, I just want the game to be solid and give me lots of pieces. And because it's just Lego. Okay, that's looking better now, much fuller. This is all pretty good. I think we need one more tree here, maybe. No, that's pretty good. Better optimized for mass bar. Yeah, I think if it's on DX12, which it should be because the other games are, like, that would really help. Oh, look at this barren ass place. Whee. Look at that. So much better. Feels wrong, but all I care about is good building. Yeah, me too, really. Like, I hope everything else is there for people who need it. I hope that everything else is there for the people who want it. You know, if it's really good, heck, we might even look at it. Like, I don't mind playing a game. Like, everything else I play on the channel is a game. You know, we play it as a game. But I don't know, for some reason, Planko for me, it's just my happy place, little builder. Yeah, like, really, we shouldn't really be seeing this shed fence. Yeah, well, that's the level of coverage we need here, really. We shouldn't be seeing this fence. Oops. Active parking lots. Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to see people come in. Mascot concerts, proper mascot play would be good. The mascots in this game and all theme park games are completely a holdover from Roller Coaster Tycoon 1, where they just wander around. It isn't there. They work. They mascots come in, they do a thing, and they leave, and they have a set spot, and people come to see them and line up to see them. Like, that's a lineup if they're popular ones, I guess. That's how they should be. Load and unload stations for coasters. Yes, let's say that then. If I had to pick something, separate stations, transfer tracks, that kind of thing, that would be great. Yeah, because then you could get real throughput and real. Omnimover, a proper Omnimover would be good. Yeah. The idea of being able to attach scenery to cars give me hopes for praise. Yeah, I mean, that would work, right? A path that you could draw that just has these platforms moving around it, and we can make the platforms look like what we like. Because the problem with the first game is if they made parades, they would have to come up with like 10 platforms all based on one of the characters in the game, and that's it. And you put them down and they go, and you're like, all right, cool. Whereas if with the scenery attached to rides, we can make our own platforms, and now that's suddenly an interesting thing, you know? Yeah. I don't know when parades are that ambitious, really. They'd have to... The biggest thing would be coming up with a way of having them interact with path, so that like you could set it so that people step to the side of the paths while it happened or something like that. I'm not sure. Park Studio? A little bit. I've chatted to the developers briefly about it. It seems very early on at the moment, and it seems very much more of a no limits kind of thing where it's really focused on like accurate coaster building. Which isn't really my bag. But it looks great, and I wish them the best. Goods. I love to see that kind of management. You have to put trains on and off the track based on how busy it is. Yeah, for people who want that sort of thing, that's fine. That's busy work as far as I'm concerned. And the whole, how Parkitect does goods. Show me a park that has goods shoot around on underground tunnels. Like... outside of Magic Kingdom that has an underground in Florida that has an underground setup for staff moving around. Like, Parkitect's goods, they travel through underground pipes like something out of Brazil. Like, that's not how the real world works. City parking lot type stuff? No. Didn't see them coming into the park even. Yeah, it wasn't a thing that was shown, unfortunately. Men versus women's toilets, a small thing, but creators put up signs and then have peeps going either. I suppose from a realism point of view, that's probably a good idea. For me personally, I think the real world needs to just do what Planko's done and be like, it's a toilet, just wash your hands. Like, you know, semi-realistic. All Planko has is controlling the price of things. Yeah, I would be happy to see people move stuff around. Like, I'd be happy to see haulers just exist in the game to move boxes around, like the people move Planko animals around. Like, I'm fine with that. That place needs pickles. You see a box of pickles trotting along. Totally fine with that. I mean, even in like high-end theme parks, you see people moving stuff around, you know? Janitors with like big trucks that they put trash in. I'm down for all of that sort of stuff, yeah. I think praise can work the way you work with educators in zoo. You place down a block area which you assign to the parade, and that's where people wait and watch the parade. Yeah, that's the only problem is that parades normally in theme parks will just use the regular space at set time per day. The space becomes the parade space, you know? So it'd be a little bit weird if it's like, oh, this little loop over here is always empty because once a day the parade runs around it. Yeah, I don't know if I'd like that, to be honest with you. Needing an actual backstage would be awesome. Then you choose worker, carry, small cart, large vehicle, transporting. Yeah, I'd be down for that. Very much down for that, yeah. Delivery system of supplies, having a place where stuff comes in. I do like Parkitect having like staff entrance, guest entrance, and then stuff entrance, and stuff has to disperse from there. I just don't like the underground tunnels. I'm like, well, whatever. Might as well not exist. I really hope they fix the path system making Plaza the area. Apparently they have. We'll see, but apparently they have. Have them mowing lawns. Oh man, do you remember the Rollercoaster Tycoon 1 janitors? If you let them mow lawns, they'd just be off mowing lawns forever. You can place an educator in zoo anywhere and just plop down education stands on the path near and link them up so people can still use the paths. Okay, cool. Yeah. Water treatment, apparently that's a thing. Water treatment and electricity is a thing, but like electricity doesn't fuss me too much because it's like, what, is this thing not on the grid? Like, why am I, maybe some backup generators? Sure, but like, it's a theme park. Is it not just taking juice from the grid? Never quite understood that. Oh my god, this thing's going to have bamboo all the way down it. Like, I don't mind this being a little bit more open here, but I still think it needs like a more solid line. Like all, I just feel like all of this needs putting in. Sprinklers in some of the... Oh yeah, we should definitely have sprinklers in some of these spots. Yeah, we like the sprinklers. Yeah, it was rough one pass. Yeah, these more thick plants. I think we'd probably just do that, to be honest. I think we just take like things like that and be like, oh, hey, tree, you're near bushes. Like, I don't know how like overgrown it would be, because if this was like thick foliage all the way around it, like it just like nobody's coming in here and tidying this up. So if we do it, it's fine, but we can't have anything that requires work in here. It just needs to be like bush, you know, just like bracken. I hope the water and electricity things don't cause negative impact, as electricity stuff would go at the bottom of a rise station, etc., and should not impact if it's not seen. If they do the negative impact on things like that, which I don't mind, I'd prefer that in theme park over zoo, to be honest with you. They need to have Parkitect system where you can cover it, and that works. Like, the area of influence thing was not good in zoo. Personally, the whole concept of it in zoo didn't make sense to me, because backstage in zoo is actually an interesting thing. People want to see the backstage of zoos. So yeah, it would work much better in Planco, that. But why have I not got a... Oh. Did I just mess up? Yeah, I did. That's all. I see. That's for some reason that's attached to the aquarium. I'm more than happy. I'd be more happier with people not wanting to see backstage in a theme park as they do in a zoo. But saying that, yeah, it needs to be covered up. Like, it should be like a good puzzle. Like, oh, there's backstage right here, but we can, as long as we facade this, they never know. Yeah. Scenery pieces have an impact on it now, as far as I know. Yeah, but it's an area of influence thing, right? Like, in Parkitect, it's actually an eye line thing. Like, the guests can actually see the stuff. It's obviously a bit more different probably because it's on a grid and, you know, graphically much less intense. But on Parkitect, they actually can see the backstage. And as long as you put a wall there, they instantly don't see it anymore. It's really good. Monorail, cable car, again, or train. I think train, and I would like to plan to have the train there from the beginning. This is... Meanderville is going to be a master planned park. So yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, this is okay. I think yeah, I'd like a train, and I'd like the train. Like, it's not going to be something that I put in afterwards. I'm going to try and like sort of even ground out the whole thing before we start with like texture train paints and stuff, just to kind of get a real vibe. Yeah, sorry about the aquarium going. It was fine. So this for some more shrubbery. And we'll fill it in with some other stuff. I actually quite like the fact that this is like this has become a really heavily foliaged, like, because you're going to come this way, you're going to look at alligators, you're not going to look at this side. So I actually quite like that this is just, it's not necessarily manicured very well, it's just huge ass plants. Much more realistic. Yeah, I think so. I didn't quite realize how barren a lot of it is. And as Matt says, this was like, this is all, a lot of this was very first pass anyway. There's some flowers here, might be quite nice. I like the fact that we've got sunflowers coming in. Can do some more like that. A bit of a wildflower garden. Oh, that's a good idea. We can try and make this look like a wildflower garden. Peace cow be damned. I have no idea what masked PC specs are like right now, but mine are holding up, so screw you. Sprinklers, yes, yes, yes. Yes. We'll do sprinklers. Okay. So we like this. And we could do some... Oh, we could maybe make some little things for bees. And have a thing, and have a little sign about how bees are a thing. That I've seen that pop up loads in parks now. They're like, the bees, the bees, the bees. So wildflowers are good. They are very heavily, because they just literally throw seeds down. Have you started mapping anything out yet in Meadowville? No, I'm not going to do that until I get the game. I've got like a Pinterest that I'm going to do a video on. Basically, I want to show you all the Pinterest. Oh yeah, it's a great idea. So this is why you stream, because people say stuff that makes you come up with ideas. These are important because you can't make me without them. There you go. Race car knows. Chester Zoo bee path. Oh, there's one we can actually go and look at. Beastie. Oh, he's cool. Oh, let's go. Trees and plants all day long. Okay, so these are colorable, eh? All right. So we can... Let's do some nice... light reds. Oh, that's a bit too light. Oh, that's changing the middles. Okay, cool. The color does not look good. I don't understand what color... That's better. Pretty washed out looking. The purple was good. Was it? Playgrounds needs a multiplayer. Can help or request others to help you build a park while you build. Cool and unique feature. I know it's in Parkitect, and I see people stream it as like a little group. I don't know whether it's my thing. Parkitect for me is a single player game. Like, I love the fact that they've worked on like sharing parks and stuff, and that's made easier, which is cool because it is a bit of an arse trying to do it across Steam at the minute. Like, you have to save it and then add them as contributor and all this sort of stuff. So, like, I'm down for that. But yeah, honestly, for me, it's a single player game. I don't necessarily need to worry too much about that kind of thing. Yeah, bees and butterfly effects will be awesome. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I forgot that stuff was in the game. Fireflies, that's right. Okay, do we do that again with a third colour? Sprinkle them down this way a little bit, because even though that's clearly the garden bit, the seeds and stuff would trickle down. There's even some sunflowers hiding there, look. Yeah, so the taller flower. Yes, we need some height now. So we have these. What else do we have? Like, I don't necessarily think like the flower bushes are going to work very well. There's a couple of big sunflowers. So here's the tricky thing with sunflowers is technically they should all face the same way. Something that I pointed out to Savannah the other day. She did a really awesome, Simply Savannah's really awesome zoo build. And she did exactly what we always do when we plant flowers, which is, you know, do this. I'm like, oh, they should all be the same way, really. They're sunflowers. That's how they work. Community water park project. Maybe. I don't know. I really need to settle into the game first. I think, for me personally, like, obviously something like, you know, Bro Coaster could start tomorrow with the both of them, right? And with the other team that they've been bringing on towards the end of the first season. But, like, I think I don't know, they have to kind of come back a bit more organically than straight out the gate, you know? So we'll see. I also have much less time at the moment to do stuff than I did. Okay, they're roughly facing the right way. Yeah, maybe that's the Bro Coaster. I would adore another season of Bro Coaster, and if it happens, I'll be very happy. Bro Coaster isn't keen on water parks. No, depends what we can do with the game. No, I know. Mast is a fan of water parks, visiting them, but not really a fan of building them. I mean, I kind of get it as well. I'm not 2 foot like Meanderville. The Meanderville's plan is to have there's no plan to have water parks in Meanderville. I'll say that now. There is going to be a Tortuga-based piratey area that will have water rides. And if it turns out the water park stuff is amazing, then they might see home there. But as it stands, I will most likely do some water park content for the YouTubes. But I'm not, it's cool, but I'm not that fussed either. Do you think there will be an alpha release? No, I wouldn't have thought so. We'll probably get a beta. Oh, nice big floating plant. Cool. They did look a little washed out, but I think with the Planko stuff sprinkled between them, it's pretty good. I'm pretty sure these were I don't like the. Yeah, that's better. They're a bit full, but sparingly, I think they'll look good. A couple of rocks down as well. Yeah, that's a good idea. And then I think we look at doing like a little bug hotel. I know it's very often like lots of little logs, so we might struggle because all of the logging stuff in the game is freaking huge. But we'll see. Can we get away with these if they're tucked through? Yeah, I think we probably can actually. Like, I'm not really a flower expert. I imagine they probably don't grow all through like that, but I don't mind it. A lot of yellows. I like that though. Nitty-gritty detail of realistic parks needs to just watch. To know the nitty-gritty detail of realistic parks is watching the Chacho. Yeah, he's really great with all the sort of transfery tracks and all that sort of stuff. Works at a park, I think. I think he might work at Alton Towers. I don't know. Or has experience working at a park. Whether he does now or not, I'm not sure. But yeah, and I think Corvus does as well. He's another one who's good at this sort of realistic detail like that. Ah, it's beautiful. You could do a beehive. Yeah, that's the plan. So, honestly, I have been watching you for 10 minutes, and for the second just thought you were Caleb Hammer, the financial audit guy. I am. Looks pretty. Yeah, that's kind of where I am with it. Looks pretty. What rocks have we been using around here? No rocks, all just terrain. We're so lazy. What? Give me a rock. There, that's that one there. Grasslands, is it? Yeah, that makes sense. They're all just freaking huge, though. This is the smallest one. Which actually used to work for Merlin. Thought based on ride planning, no longer though. There you go. Oh wow, you're a great builder. Thanks, pal. Sorry, that sounded really condescending. I didn't mean it to. Thank you. I appreciate it. I honestly do. I'm just British, sorry. Look at how much we're having to sink these rocks just to make them useful. They're all huge, right? Yeah. Okay. Dee 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 dee. That is what you are. Somebody's telling all the British people call the things. Nah, we all suck. Just British people for some reason are playing this game right now. There's some amazing non... Like, is this a bee thing? Do the bees ants? No, we can't have an ant thing here, can we? One video chat talks about training lifeguards. Maybe he's a lifeguard now. Oh yeah, I do remember him mentioning lifeguards actually. There's a cute ones on the workshop that look more like apiary beehives instead of natural. Is there? Okay, let's go see. If I can just throw down a workshop item, I'm down. What am I searching for? Apiary? I'll tell you what, just for a laugh, I'll spell it right. Oh, is there some TMTK ones, or is it just stuff that people have made together? Not World's Fair. Not World's Fair. Hate that this is how you find Theme Maker's Toolkit stuff, by the way. Jesus fucking Christ. Unless there's a better way that I don't know about. Like you have to come and tag Theme Maker's Toolkit there. Oh, beehive. Miss Red Nebula made some beehives. There we go. There's a cute beehive from Stardew Valley. They went to MTK. Okay, I'm just going to have a look at this one. I think at this point, no, it's probably not what we want here, is it? Okay, so not TMTK. Stardew Valley beehive. Oh yeah, that is cute. I mean, it's just planks, but like, why have a dog and bark yourself, right? Somebody's already done it. That one's cute as well. That one looks like it might be big. Oh, and that one too. That's kind of what I got in my head. Oh, there's an archer. Okay, well, let's back off that one then. Thank you for the archer. Very clearly helped us. We thought we were looking for. Okay. And maybe ours will be better in my... Yes, yeah, I think you're right. Archer for scale very much helped there. Yeah, let's try that one. If not, we can make our own one. But that's pretty cool. Thank you, Luna del Cielo. Sometimes it takes a minute. Sometimes come out of the menu and go back in. It's there. No, all right. I'll give it a sec. Oh, what do you think about the recent breakthroughs with PC1 modding? Looks awesome. Don't understand any of it, but I'm so happy for everyone. Wrong menu blueprints. Oh. Oh, of course it's not a toolkit item. I'm a moron. Boop. Yeah. Perfect. And the little thing on the front, is that what it looks like in Stardew? I'm down with that. So now, how far away do we put them so that it isn't an issue for guests? Or do we not worry about it? Or do we say, don't walk down here if you... Are we allowed to have bees in a theme park? Apparently there's a Heartline coaster people found that Finity never finished. Huh. Answer that. Maybe it comes to 2. Like, do these have to sort of sit here? And is that okay? Slap down a warning sign. It'll be fine. Don't come over here if you are deathly allergic. Do we have 1 or 2? And do they go next to each other? And they probably go like that, don't they? Oh, I think they sit a little higher than I put that last one. How's Pinewood Hills looking? Pretty good. The reason we're not in there today is I'm just kind of halfway through some of the rapid stuff that I want to do for a video, and I was like, I don't really want to like have to hide that as we build and stuff. So there we go. It's a bit more open now. Cool. Okay, so where are these bumblebee things? Does it just make little bumblebees? I've never used these before. These are amazing. So what we're saying here is it isn't necessarily that there's thousands of bees in here that people are farming for honey. We're just saying that here is a home that bees can come and live in if they wish to. Okay. Well, we're definitely get a couple of these down, because they don't seem to generate that many bees. They're great. I did not know that was in the game. No, me neither. Did they come in the vintage pack, maybe? It suggests there are more insects. Bees, butterflies, fireflies large, fireflies small, and just flies. I mean, they're subtle. I'll give them that. What do the butterflies look like? We should get some butterflies down in here as well. Oh my god, I kind of want to cover the park in these. Octify, yeah. There's somewhere they can come and load. FPS goes, these are amazing. The ironic thing is the park would also probably have bottles of sweet liquid in to catch the bees. Yeah, right. If anywhere by a shop. Yeah, look at it. There's no shops around here. Look. What others are there? I want to see them all now. Oh yeah, bubbles. Yeah, that's fine. That's useless. Confetti, sure. Confetti metallic. Yeah. Okay, I mean the dandelion seeds one literally needs to be everywhere. Just the FPS crawls through here. Okay, maybe the dandelion seeds are a bit much. I'm gonna try and find them now. Look. They're so good. They're just like a particle effect, right? But that's not very intensive on the CPU, actually. That's so good. I do... So, okay. So, Claire, you saying that they didn't put these in Zoo. I do actually remember these now, because I remember talking to a developer at the game as to why these weren't in Zoo. And they said that they wanted every animal in Zoo to be nameable and clickable, whether that be a tiny little stink bug up to an elephant. They wanted everyone, and these things defeated that object. Because I was like, you could just make a swarm of butterflies that you have to manage and keep happy and stuff. And they were like, no, it was a very core design decision that every single animal was clickable and followable. Yeah. It's pebbles all over again. Yeah. I think dandelion seeds may make an appearance in Pinewood. That's a very British thing. I love that this area has a purpose now. It's so much better. Yeah, look at that. Like, it's the break between the animals here and Silverback, and it just, yeah, there's a little thing here. I think it needs a plaque. I think we'll use Minerals plaque or two here that would just have like a bit of info about the about what's happening, you know, about the kind of plants that are here and that sort of thing. Oh, you did say that there was a, I think I have a short Cape beam that'll do. Oh, it's white. I was looking for something very, very different. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. This game. I hate this game. A Borderful. It's good enough. All right. You'll never see it. Plaque would probably sit on the fence. Do you think? I don't know if it would, but it could. Yeah, I suppose it could. A few display boards even, maybe a whole thing out of it. I don't know, you want to do that? Whatever, if it's something you want to bother doing. I'm not looking forward to having to remake all of the displays that I no longer have in Pinewood. And Uzuri, although I have the Uzuri ones, amazingly. For some reason I have the Uzuri ones, but not the Pinewood ones. So the ones we made for like meerkats and stuff, I actually have those. Just need to sync them back up again. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Just a couple of them saying like, oh, here's the kind of plants you'll find here. This is, you know, this kind of... Because we have to remember that it is a gardens. Like, that is one thing I feel like we haven't... You know, it's a bit of a trope. It's a bit of a meme. But, like, there's not many hills in Pinewood Hills. There's not many slopes in Conifer Slopes. Even Jubilee Gardens, I remember having a big thing about it. Like, we haven't really got a gardens here. I think we have to kind of remember that as soon as you put down purposeful planting and a few planks and a few signs like that, you got a gardens. Lurking back and forth while I'm at work. Gardens looking super adorbs. Cheers, buddy. There's also the Falling Blossom one. If you have cherry blossoms anywhere, that's nice. Someone's going to walk down this path and get an allergic fit. Yeah, luckily, it's a video game. So what do we have to do here? Because at the moment, people can just jump off into the alligators. So this probably needs a much... oh, yeah, look, this needs to be much better fenced in than what we have right now. Allergies don't exist in zero. Yeah, no allergies. Shh, it's fine. It's not fine. People will go, wee. It needs at least a fence. Like, it doesn't... Like, I'm not too worried about the fact that this bit here is, like, insane. But we need to put some sort of fence in there. Now you're making me want to go back and work on that park again. Do it! What are the letters of that plaque made out of? It's a TMTK piece. So it's just a uploaded piece. Yeah, we can't get that small in the game. Luckily, Mineral knocked that out for me. And across the pollinator garden, we have an exhibit about Darwinism. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Off you go. We need something here. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. We can just do some don't die fencing. I'm fine with that. Yeah, kids don't want to, wantonly climb on rocks, right? Yeah, they don't do that sort of thing. I mean, I'm kind of happy just to carry this stuff on, really. It just needs to be higher. Like, it's still not enough, but I'd be okay with it. And we'll foliage in a bit so the fence isn't quite as stark. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll foliage it in, and then we'll just carry it on. Oh, no, not quite on there. Believe it or not, the German parks, I could absolutely see no fence there. Maybe not in theme parks, maybe public parks. Where there's alligators? No, I'm sorry. I know in Europe the health and safety requirements are much lower than they are in the States, but I'm sorry, there would be a fence where the alligators are. I'm not having that. I'm not having that at all. The first aid building there, yeah. Yes, this would have fencing to say don't come over here, and then there would be don't die fencing behind it as well. Well, we're just going to have this, I think, for now. We actually don't have alligators in public parks here, to be fair. Well, yeah, but this isn't a public park. I'm sure your public parks in Germany are very different, but I'm sorry, if there were alligators in Germany, there would be a fence around them. You're not that chilled out European. Public parks in Florida where alligators, yeah, but they're not alligators that a company have put there. That's the difference. I bet a lot of money here. Do you reckon that would be one of the upsells, like Discovery Cove? Swim with crocodiles. A once-in-a-lifetime experience. Look at that. Like it was made for it. And then, yeah, it needs some don't die fencing. I can't leave it like this. It's driving me insane. The good thing about the dino fencing is it can just kind of sit. Haven't really got the terrain where it's built for it, but it can just kind of sit in what will be foliage. And as long as I know it's here and we cover it in foliage, I'm a happy person. I think it's probably not high enough, but at least we can say we did our due diligence. So Cena's mast was very aware of this and just went, shh, do I want to look at the other side of this thing? I don't, do I? Other side, like here, do I need to go and see what the fencing is like? Oh no, it's all good on this side. Yeah, got some nice high fencing on that side. Yeah, no, it's just this little transition bit. That's all. It's all good. Okay. Oh, look at the butterflies. Okay, so we go back to ferns and what have you on this side. But then what we also need to do is take a few of these and just pepper them over here, because the seeds would would get pollinated. Like it would, like this would happen, right? Like it wouldn't be something they're not necessarily hoping to happen or aiming for, but this sort of stuff would. So we have to kind of be real about this. Less of it, and not really something they're going to do about it. They're like, well, it can stay there. I don't know whether we'd have all of those sunflowers, but where's the other little... Yeah, tulips. All right. Okay, scenery. The old crockpot. The old crock pond at Taronga Zoo used to have a waist-high railing. Gondolas would get real close to the water. That's crazy. Mass video's just dropped. All right. Everyone go and watch Mass video and come back when you're done. Another conifer, eh? Smashing it out. Right. Finish the stream, then watch the vid. Well, what time is it now? 12. We're probably going to go for another hour. I'm at work at 3, and I want to get a few groceries and stuff. I'm going to get my kid some stuff for his birthday. It's his birthday next week. I haven't really got much yet. He wants a computer. Luckily, I have an old one that just needs a new hard drive, I think. So I'm going to throw a hard drive in it and give it to him. I'm kind of obsessed with these. I'm sorry if this crushes frame rate, but these just this extra little bit of movement, they just add so much. New computer for you, this one for him. This one is a bit overkill for what he needs to do, so this one's fine for me for now. And like I say, it actually is the one from before this. I still have it. Sorry, she was laughing. It's just like I like these as a little addition. It's been a while. Hey, the Geek Cupboard, how's it going? I was watching something of yours the other day, Penge. What was it? I don't know. I dip in and out all the time of your stuff, buddy. Glad to have you here. How's it going? Yeah. You got any interest in this? I don't know whether you covered Planko 1 much, but Planko 2 come in. Gotta be worth a look, right? I should call Janty right now on the live. Pumping these ideas. Yeah, Mass has always been very much fits and starts with this stuff. See you again. I always fail to catch your streams. Yeah, at the minute we're just doing Saturday mornings. Mornings for me. So what is it now for you? Like 5 o'clock? Saturday prime time. What do you mean instead of Noel's house party? I'm dating myself there. Oh, what's going on here? I thought I was on the X. We've got some floating sprinklers. Nice. Oh, don't tell me the last ones I did were like that as well. I didn't put one there. It's a bit sparse there. Yeah, no, we're okay there. Managed to catch a particularly nasty strain of COVID. Ugh, so I'm laid up in bed, coughing and spluttering and feeling sorry for myself. Well, you know, you're a bloke, so lots of tea, lots of feeling sorry. You could see Mr. Blobby, shame on us. I used to love Mr. Blobby. Feast and famine. Yeah, feast and famine, that's a good way of putting it. Getting ready for a slowdown, though. Back to work next week. Yeah. See, what he could do is get these episodes ready and release one a week and then be ahead of himself. But that's not the way. That's not the YouTuber way. You gotta get that. Endorphin kick. You gotta get that dopamine kick of releasing a video. Any hints on a new season of Bro Coaster? Not like No Name Randia. Don't want to just redo the same thing. So I think the No Name Randia, then what the opposite of that would look like. A good park. Whoa, wow. Absolute shots fired right there. But yeah, seriously, is it going to be a good park? It's funny. Yeah, it seems to be that a few folks are looking to do a bit more of a higher budget thing this time, which is very cool for me. Shots fired, yeah. Yeah, it seems to be that for now at least, and also I think the higher budget stuff allows you to play with the new toys more as well, right? Like it lets you use some more of the toolbox. So, and it also, I think it's a little easier to manage. It's just like, yeah, you know what? I want to build a huge ass thing here. Cool. They had the budget for it suddenly. Like as fun as the budget stuff is for. What am I trying to say? Like necessity breeds creativity, right? And so it is fun to be like, oh no, we can't do that here. So how would they approach it? You know, how far down did we get here? I'm just obsessed with these things. I'm sorry, I'm going to stick them everywhere. Zurich is back. That's a good autocorrect. Hey, no worries, Sisu. Everyone's been very well behaved. Would this park have a 4D cinema like Attenborough saw in? Absolutely. Don't know whether it's going to be something we put in, but it would definitely would. With Zoo, it feels budgeted projects were much easier. And then more pieces with a vanilla-based game is probably harder. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We have nothing concrete yet because we don't even know what's in the game. We're all really jazzed about Epic Universe in real life, so I'd say that's the impression for sure. Yeah, I honestly, I think the first thing I'm going to build for Meanderville is a rip-off of Epic Universe's Carousel because that thing is incredible. Yeah, that's going to be because what I don't want to do with Meanderville is Episode 1 be a parking lot and maybe part of a front gate. So. Yeah, I was like, screw it. Let's just build a massive carousel in the middle of the park and then work up to it. Because that always works well when you do that. Hotels or on-site accommodation. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Excuse me, my phone's going. I will be right back, folks. Just going to take a quick call. Hey, sorry about that, folks. A phone call I had to take. It also took a moment to put the kettle on as well, so I'll run off as soon as the kettle's boiled. Thanks. Bye to everyone who had to run off. Sorry, I understand that people go when I go, but what can you do? Sometimes a phone call happens. Thanks, though, folks. Okay. Just checking everything's okay. Home Manifold gets a big budget dark ride. Love to see Jancy take on some indoor decorations to create the ride like he did with Geekum Studios underwater. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the thing. So here's the thing. Where's my mouse? Here. What was I going to say? Yes. Meanderville is very much the sort of place that would be mostly dark rides. Like if you look at Efteling's big hits, they're all dark rides. The problem is, if Planco 2 is anything like Planco 1, dark rides are going to be an arse to build. And just in general, they're going to be difficult to build, even if they fix all the lighting issues and stuff. Like, there's just a lot more work that goes into them. So, yes, I would like to do 1 or 2, I think. But for the most part, think of Meanderville as Efteling, but with coasters where the dark rides go, kind of thing, you know? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Because it's like coaster. It's a coaster game. I love Masked's trees that are just in tarmac here. This is his work. He's done a great job of having tarmac trees. Just as he got off, look. Just as he managed to step away, so I can't call him out. On this. Oh, there's a security guard just having a wander through the wall there as well. So we're going to tidy up this little spot as well. That was the kettle boiled. I'll leave it on this screen. I'm literally just going to go and pour the water in and grab the cup. Right. Sorry about that. He's gone so we can bitch about his crappy work, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. Many times I have seen a tree growing through tarmac. Like, it happens. It just doesn't quite happen like this. And it isn't. Uzuri is not the sort of park that would allow it. I'm sorry. So we'll carry on over the work he's done. From here, this sort of shaped pod is fine. It's just a little wooden edge, but that's okay. Keep it simple. And we're just going to take this to the here because this does need to be tarmac. This is an access road here into the backstage. So. And it might well be that he'd already got this painted green at least, but there's certainly no sort of edge on it, so it's definitely something we're going to have to look at doing. Let's do this properly. Nice. Neat. Cool. Yep. Let's do that. Whoop. No Z fighting today. Alright, look at that. So now we can edit the placement of these. Think he'll notice? Do you think he'll notice you mess with his palms? No. Truth told, more than once I've seen palms that have never been tarmacked around just like that. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's not quite what we're going for here. No, we'll keep the trees. We're just going to make them look like they actually grow properly here. Like, we're fine with it. Terrain. Raw. Oh, that's huge. And we have to now go back and forth for 10 minutes painting grass and then painting tarmac and then painting grass and then painting tarmac. I wish there was a neater line on this stuff. Because the problem is, the good thing is, we don't mind a little bit of it hanging over the tarmac, because it just looks like a little bit of dust has fell down or whatever. So we can kind of just, I just want to take it back just as shy. That'll have to do. There's a weird node there that's blipping it in. We'll cover that up with a plant. Same with this here. Like this just all has to... Different shapes trying painting would be great. Yeah, and to be honest, not even shapes, just like a hard edge. Let me draw a real hard line. Like it doesn't let me make it not fade. I'll deal with it. It's okay. I think that's a problem with the game sort of wants to look after you, and for a lot of stuff we do, we're like, no, it's fine. Let me break it. If it's my fault if it looks crap, you know. And they're like, oh no, all the textures fade beautifully. I'm like, that's great for most people, but sometimes I want to paint a hard line, and yes, that will probably look crap in a lot of circumstances, but let me be the one who decides the circumstances I'm using that sort of thing in, you know. Funny thing is, he doesn't notice he decides to repave. Yeah. Are you rooting for Canada or Olympics? Oh, are you rooting for Canada, this Olympics, or GB? Neither. I don't follow it. I'm not a sports guy. I hope everyone who's doing it has a great time. They should make this like, yeah, so there's like a hard line in cities, right? Like it's a hard line. And again, it, like, you know, it doesn't always look great. Sometimes the fade is nice. But just give me an option. Let me decide when I don't have the nice sexy fade. Issue with the hard line is if it works using a grid, it may appear like steps on a diagonal. Yeah, but at least it's something I can work with, you know. That's what I mean. Just let me have the option. If it looks crap, it's fine. It's up to me, and I can ignore it. But just let me prove myself wrong. Oh, is there a smaller one? Oh, geez, there's only big ones of those? Oh, my God. I kind of love it. Maybe we put it like that, so it looks like it's been cut away as the bench sits. Yeah, that's cool. I need one more thing here. What can you have here? Just a bit of green? Sure. And then I think what we should do as well is, again, just like we did on that other bit, just tweak a little bit of the colour over from there, just to suggest that it's still sort of carrying over. I think that's neat. I'm sorry. Those sprinklers are going to be everywhere. I'm obsessed with them. Just a slider for brush hardness. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, we have size and intensity. We need a hardness brush, exactly. Just like Photoshop. Yeah. A square paintbrush would be useful. The terrain shaping tools in Planet Zoo were kind of neat, but I didn't really use them much. But if that came across, especially with textures, that would be good. I could dig that. Look at the butterflies and the bees. Do you need me to tell you how that works? Look at that. People want to know why you get one Planko video a week. It's because this took us 3 hours. Pebbles and sprinklers, absolutely. Love me some pebbles. All right, this needs a big old plant. We need to be tropical. Yeah, that's what that needs. Big ass plant growing in it. Yes, that's superb. Maybe it's a bit too much on its own. Maybe it needs to come down a little bit so it looks like it's growing through that one. Yeah, that's better. It's a little bit crazy, but I love it. A big simmer and the terrain shaping is better in PC, but terrain painting is better in The Sims. Oh, there you go. We really should just come around and do all this in one go, but I like adding them in, and there was a box the area off. Okay, that's great. This all looks good already. It's all nicely foliaged in by Mast, I think. I don't remember doing this. I think it's Mast because he loves these flowers. He uses them a lot. Yeah, I think that's heavy enough there. It's quite manicured. Don't mind it at all. We got the Calamari Safari. I actually forgot what this name was called. I called a ride in Pinewoods Rocktopus based on this. It's more of a simple ride, though. And yeah, I completely forgot we called this Calamari Safari, but I think it's great. The only thing I want to do to this is I don't love the fact that you can kind of see this and it's not really tied in. So what we're going to do is come and get some beams. There's our little 1 meter sexies. There we go. Oops. Are we not on a grid there? There, it's better. There's a queue, but the ride is empty. Might have started before they were all there. I don't know. I'm not an operations guy. You have to speak to my supervisor for that kind of thing. Yeah, sorry, I'm just part of the Imagineers team. I don't deal with operations. Do we fix that there, or do we just dupe a rock? Let's duplicate a rock and not even worry about it. There we go. Cool. Something I noticed the other day that I want to figure out. Another idea for PC2, hide those rise entrances. Do you mean these ride entrances? Do you want to know a little exclusive? They're not there in PC2. That's not exclusive, it was just shown on the footage, but I didn't see many people mention it. I didn't even mention it in my 7 Things You Missed video. But yeah, they're gone. They weren't in the video we saw. Neither was the staff member. I don't know whether it was optional, but yeah, the staff member and those were gone. These were still here. Again, I would absolutely adore them to be tolerable. Toggleable. They're not tolerable. I would like them to be toggleable. They are not tolerable. I hate them. They're too gamey. So we'll finally be able to have rides that are a secret. Yeah, secret rides. Shh, keep it secret, keep it safe. Oh, what are you waiting for, sweetheart? Come on, Mum and Dad. Kid's sitting here like a like a good girl. You're trouncing along. Strolling along. There you go. You got your child now, have you? Look like an airport. Yeah. You can make that video again and name it 8 things you missed. Yeah, well, no, it's only one more thing. It'd have to just be called one more thing you missed. Okay, so we've got some barrels around. We should probably just trickle these down so that it makes a little bit of sense that they're there. I don't know. I'm hoping with scaling we're not just gonna have to put barrels everywhere like we do now. Like, they're just such a useful piece for covering gaps. And I do quite like the fact that you can put down a trash barrel and have it sort of tie into the theme barrels. Like, I kind of dig that. That's the sort of thing I feel like you'd see at a bit more of a top-end theme park. I like that. Yes, it will be interesting to see how party splitting happens. Actually, yes, because the ride seems single occupancy. I agree, and I wonder why I wonder what if it's the reason why slides have to go into pools, because the pool will count as a ride. So they come down into the pool and then they all mill around the pool, and when the group is ready, they go and leave. You know, like, I wonder if it's going to be like that. That ride needs the dispatch time. Oh, is it? Oh, it's running empty while there are people lined up. There's no minimum, that's why. You're okay, guys. You're okay. I don't understand. Why doesn't it not let everyone on? Minimum rider. I never quite understand all this sort of stuff. Can reduce queue times. Overridden when ride is fully loaded. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, a 10-second maximum is the problem, look. Yeah, default size for animatronics equal to guest sizes. That'd be nice. Let's search for the piece again. Yes, like an eyedropper. That would be really good. Yeah. There we go. Let's try that. Otherwise, we don't mind it. I feel sorry for this poor lady. Mast! What a boss job, man. This was all him, I'm sure. I'm just going to blame him for everything that's slightly off. Those big pillars, they're in the game and they're not on the grid. What are they called? Post? Oops. Yeah, these. Oh, are they on the grid? I don't think they were. Well, that's okay. We can put them down still. We just put a 2-meter one then. I mean, it's still a little low. There we go. Wood in building. Yeah, that's fine. You can use that one. It matches. It just makes more sense. Yeah, that's fine. Shooting John C. Blaze Master and all the dodgy stuff in Pinewood Hills too. Yeah, exactly. He had the park for a while. I don't know what he got up to. Okay, well, let's see what happens there then, if people will get on it. So now he's going to wait for a 3/4 full ride. So this should run now once these have sat down. Oh, it's full. Yeah, so it will run. Yeah, cool. Okay. All right, let's hope that's good. Let's get some Slightly more exotic planting over here. I'm going to be using these things a lot, but I do think it's the right shout. Reeds, they wouldn't have reeds in here, would they? Let's put some reeds in. Whatever. Okay, shh. Let's just discuss the plans. Okay. Notice that this has like a slightly more themed cut because it comes from there. This has the wood and then this has nothing. So I think we need to carry the wood over at least. Here. Oh, jeez. Mind your head right. Who does? Oh, the guy there. No, it's just right now, look. Now it just cuts into his roof. It's perfect now. It's absolutely exactly how I wanted it to be from the very beginning of the game. That's what I knew would happen. Okay, we can do this. Should Roctopus play some music? I feel like it should. It seems quiet. Balabudisi. We can do that, and then, like, I don't actually hate that it's a little bit grown over here. Yeah. No. Just notice the ground needs to be... That's not what I want to touch. No. Yeah, the kids enjoyed that one, didn't they? Look at that. Cool. Nice. How are we doing for time? 20 minutes. Awesome. I'm going to finish up at 1 today. Going to go and get some groceries for work. A couple of fun things for my kid's birthday. I've got to do party bags. Oh, right. Oh, geez. Look at the path here. Oh, I really like the wood, but that's gross. I feel like these dodgy bits are what happens at the end of a build session when you get it all over and done with. Yeah, just where stuff gets tidied up for the video. I think you're right. That's okay. There is a wooden piece, I'm sure, that looks like this that we can hide. Could show a bit of the park. Maybe this is... Yeah, give me a minute. We can have a little wander around for the final bit. Just going to box this area off. Yeah, that is pretty much that floor, right? So if we can sink it. Ooh. Alright, that one. How far off is that? Floor is really not flat here. That's the problem we're going to have. That's a shame. There must be a very slight tear to the... There's no way we're going to get that lined up. Yeah, this whole path is not flat, unfortunately. Well, at least we could maybe do it here. And make that look right. Oh, jeez. Hey, Peter. Maybe you put some mulch inside the planter to cover up the visible path. I don't want to cover the whole thing, though, because it makes a lot of work. It's just these bits. Like, I just want to cover those. Maybe we just do it with wood plank, like a plank. Like sort of thing that you're just not going to notice once you've zoomed out a little bit. So it doesn't need a ton of work. Like if that sinks nicely, that'll do it. Behind the planter, walk along the shrubbery. Maybe put some mulch inside the planter to cover up the visible path. Oh, here! Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, that absolutely needs cleaning up. Yeah, that's just, again, masked. Use the train smooth tool. It won't do anything with the where the paths are. Okay, what we could do... Here's what we could do. Christ, that thing's massive. Okay. Here's what we do. Because I don't mind that. That looks cute. Good throw. Great throw. Could you get it my way? Oh. Cool. Bees around the bins. We've got lights. We're going for lights because we could do a little run of them along here. And they're maybe a little close to each other. But I don't... that is too close. Okay, let's do at least every other one. And then that can also cover up that tiny corner where it's a bit funky. Okay, well, it covered half the problems up. Bulbs hanging between them, that would look adorable. Doesn't really help us with the floor problem, but it would look adorable. There is also what are the pieces called that are like the bunting, the not these flags. I'm assuming they're going to be huge. Yeah. I think these are cute. Can we recolor them so you can't see the face? No, that's a shame. We could do it with these ones, couldn't we? We did those in Pinewood recently. Put a bin of the others. Bin will sit funny there. You won't be able to get it onto it. Yeah, yeah. Years of this stuff, guys. Like, years of this stuff. I don't really like the bins being that close to the tables, to be honest. Bring them up to here. So what's he done here? Just a lump of blue. Was that enough? I mean, it does cover it. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Let's see where it was. It's probably about right. Okay. Patches over pavement. Yeah, exactly. It'd be so crazy if you could fill those gaps with path fillers. Yeah, just give us the path textures as a paint. Like, I feel like that isn't too extreme, is it? Is that too much to ask? Is that too much? No, do we have... Did I download the mulch? There was some good mulch. Not pebble mulch. Actual mulch. Yeah, here it is. Oh, yeah. I think the colour's a bit bright. But apart from that, it's great. We need to cover this in mulch. What's behind here? Oh, just plants. That's great. Oh, no. Start again. Well, fake a bit of height here with this. Is the part done yet? No, I'm cleaning up your shit. Absolute half a job, John here. Leaving wood underneath. Oh my word. Bits of pavement sticking through. Trees just planted in concrete. Absolute half a job, John. I did that. Must be a mistake. Pretty sure this was your area, buds. Better than no job. Ah, is it? Is it? Oh well, it gives me live stream content. Hey, well, folks, come and watch me clean up John's shite. We had planks going through staff members' heads. Ah, it's a massacre. Always recoloring things. The dark side of good enough. Next on 60 Minutes. Two guys worked on a park together, and they wanted to get it done. One of them was happy to take further cuts than the other. Jesus, these things are huge. That's too big. Join us on the darker side of good enough. Yeah, no, it's good. We're just tidying up areas. I put some some lights down here to help cover up the little spots that were there. What else did we do? We covered these things up, fenced in here. You'd missed the things here. We put some sprinklers and a few extra big plants around. This plant is maybe a little big here. We can sink that a little. There, that's better. We did some ride-up stuff on this to mean it fills up a bit more. Tidied up the signing here. You could just see the raw edge of the sign. We did that. What else did we do? Planting. Here, this thing was just tarmac, and we just got a couple of communal. We just got a couple of trees sticking out the tarmac, so we tidied that up. And then we're back here. So we basically just been working along the path, tidying it up. All of this is next, really, with heavy foliage. Unless we want to do something here. Could we have like a statue here or something? Music to the Roxtopus. Yeah, Roxtopus would have music. It sounds really dull. Not. How do we add music to it? Customize. Oh, there is. I think I've just turned it off for a video. We turned it off to do the walkthrough. Where is it? Mute menus, soundtrack, mute game soundtrack. We don't like shop radio. That can stay off. Mute slides music can stay off. Mute park music. Must be park music we need to turn off as well then. Looks like I'm saving. I mean, we are done, to be fair. Same Wii Music bug as you the other day. Changed a bunch of music and then it changed itself back. You ever figure that out? That's annoying, eh? Now it's playing Planet Adventure. I feel like Rock might be better, though. That's cool. And where do we go? User music. Where do we put user music? Because there's one more thing I'm going to do before I go. Where do you put user music? Documents, Frontier Dev, User Media. Documents. Frontier Developments. I've got a Planet Coaster and a Planet Zoo. Do they share it? Or does it go in Planet Coaster? Oh, user Planet Coaster, user music. Okay, and we just put a song in there. All right, ready? Ooh. And does it find it straight away? Do I have to reload? Oh, don't tell me I have to reload. That's going to be really annoying. No, there's like a refresh button. Yeah. Okay. So let's come down here then. Where are speakers kept? Let's... Alright, scenery. Audio. Park speaker ambient, park speaker display, park speaker music. That's weird. Okay. So we're okay with speakers being seen a little? I think we're okay with them being seen a little, right? Like, I always quite enjoy playing Spot the Speaker. Okay, no music. How about Zurigan's main theme? There you go, we have an Uzuri theme. So a huge thank you to Alex, who's working on Mianaville soundtrack. I mentioned to him that we were working in Uzuri again, or at least I was having a look at Uzuri again. He was like, "Oh my god, Uzuri's my favorite season. You gotta let me write a song for it." I was like, "Okay, go ahead." And he put this together. You already had all the sound clips of the tribal chants and stuff, and he put them in and. Yeah, made that. So how awesome is that? So we'll have that as our entrance theme music. It is not royalty-free music. It has been custom made for Uzuri. It is an absolute 100% Uzuri original. That is not royalty-free in as much as I can use it. But yeah, it's not royalty-free. It's been custom made for us. Yeah, very exciting. How goes that? So yeah, thanks to Alex. We'll have this on the videos from now on, at the start of the videos and what have you. But yeah, it's great. It's awesome stuff. Okay, so we have that playing. I'll run through the entrance area at least, and then maybe even play it up to there, basically where there's bush. And then we probably will use some royalty-free stuff for the rest of the park. Do want to get that stuff out. Music is very important, especially for a park with higher budget like this. But let's have a look at what we did today. This is the main thing. We got a nice little flower garden. Isn't that cute? I do feel like we need more of the emitters down here. Is there a reason not to put 1 million of these down? There we go. Sit in this area and listen to music the whole time. Yeah, exactly that. I'll make a sign soon. Yeah, I'm getting him. I'm getting him back. First conversation we had about Uzuri was very one-sided. He's slowly coming around to the idea of coming back into it. Awesome. All right, we're going to leave it there, folks. Thanks for joining me today. It's a really good, fun stream. And we'll be back every Saturday, and there'll be a Pinewood video this week. And something else. I don't know. I want to do Foundation, to go back and finish Foundation series. And Wednesday will kind of change things because we'll see some Planet Coaster 2 stuff, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Thanks for joining. And now, and now go and watch Mass Bandit's Conifer Slopes video. That's a great idea. I will watch it at some point. I'll get around to it, whatever. I'll watch it later today once I've grabbed groceries. All right, weirdly my stream deck thing the buttons keep going away. There it is. Okay, right. Love you all to bits. Till the next one. Be good.